Bienvenidos a mi canal, me llamo Cody. Bienvenidos a Chains of Satinav. Este era el otro juego que os decía que era también de aventura gráfica. Seguramente posiblemente sea el último juego, a no ser que saquen nuevos en el Summer Game Fest, porque no veo ninguno así que pueda ser interesante. Sí, hay mucho indie, pero son juegos tampoco que me gusta jugarlos. Mira, jugué el otro día el de plataformas, pero tampoco no es un juego que me llame mucho la atención. Y si no me gusta, aunque sea de plataformas, es un buen juego, pero no me gusta la plataforma, ya lo viste. Me mataron 2 o 3 veces y ahí lo dejé. Vale, entonces vamos a probar y vamos a ver. Ya os digo que puede ser el último o puede que no, ya veremos.
Who has the power to outwit their own fate? As long as the gods steer the ship of time, there's one thing that's certain. The chains of Satinav will not break. The days were happy for dreamy Andergast. Peace with arch-enemy Nostria seemed to be within immediate reach. Nostria's queen was about to pay a visit. In order to prepare for the joyful occasion, the king had called the young lads of Andergast to take up a cheerful challenge.
Me están ahogando. Supongo que yo soy ese.
The oak leaf. He doesn't let go, the vicious dog.
Dogs are much smarter than that, Ulfried. They roll on their backs when they know they've lost. How about it, Geron? Are you giving up? Give him some air for a bit so he can make himself heard.
Con X, Geron puede examinar sus alrededores. Con más atención con A puede interactuar.
You can stare at me with those sorcerer's eyes of yours as long as you want. I'm not leaving until I've got that oak leaf.
I will...
What's that? I'm having trouble understanding you.
I will prevail.
No, birdcatcher, you will lose. I'll explain the algebra to you. You'll have to find 4 copper oak leaves to win the contest. I, on the other hand, need 4 oak leaves made of brass. At the moment, you're just 1 oak leaf ahead of me, and given that Ulfried here will soon rid you of this oak leaf, you're at least 1 leaf short of victory. Or do you still think you can free yourself?
Usa el martillo.
My hammer.
Never mind him.
Why don't you just give up, birdcatcher? Will you stop?
Just imagine if the bad luck charmer wins and gets received by the king. Help me out here, Ulfried. What did the blind seer say back then, before he was burnt at the stake?
That Geron is evil.
I believe he said that Geron will bring us great misfortune. You have to consider the exact wording with prophecies, Ulfried.
What if Geron curses us? They say he's got a dark gift.
Nonsense.
Geron es un mago, ¿no? Él puede hacer que los objetos añicos gracias a su fuerza de voluntad. Usa LT en un objeto para que Geron lo rompa. Vale.
What the? Stop it! Do you want to bludgeon him to death? Just take the oak leaf and let's go.
Yes, they were indeed Happy days for dreamy Andergast. Only a few foresaw that soon nothing would be the same as it had been before.
What have you done to the cage? Leave it there. I'll fix it later.
Gwynling, I didn't break it.
Yes, yes.
It was Olgierd and his farmhands. They ambushed me and took my oak leaf. You know, the one for the oak leaf challenge. You hear? They destroyed the cage, not me.
That... it can't be.
But you know what? I'll win the contest anyway. I'll take back my oak leaf and I'll win. And then no one will taunt me anymore. What are you doing there anyway?
Geron, this nonsense isn't going to lead anywhere.
I don't want to spend my whole life...
Being just a hunter and a trapper like me? Without a cage, you're not even that, you know.
Can you fix the cage?
Yes, I'll have to. We're going to need it still.
Do we have a new job?
Job, he says. Before any of those hicks even begin to notice what's about to hit them, it'll be far too late.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the crows, Geron. The crows.
¿Qué tiene que ver los cuervos?
What's up with that dead crow?
I want to know what brought them here.
That's easy. Winter is near. It's looking for warmth.
It's chock full of black bile.
Once I've won the oak leaf challenge,
You're only earning scoffs and sneers for yourself.
the victor will be honored by the king.
Everyone remains in the place meant for them. When will you finally accept that?
Will you help me with the oak leaf challenge?
Leave me alone with your tomfoolery. I've got more important things to do.
Those crows will still be here tomorrow. The challenge only lasts today. You seem tired. Why don't you go to bed?
Those dreams, they eat away at me and consume me. And those crows, those horrible creatures, they already feasted on the dead knight Ulrich's flesh. Something's afoot.
Presagios, cuervos, caballeros.
How did Knight Alderic die?
He was murdered.
The old man? Why would anyone do that?
Who knows? But he was one of those who finished off the seer back in the day.
Gwynling the seer has been dead for a long time now.
Yes, yes.
Presagios oscuros.
What dreams are those?
Eyes keep staring at me. Blind eyes. Like in the days when the seer was still alive.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. They're only dreams.
See? That's what I mean.
Cuervos, oráculo. Cuervos, venga.
The crows prevent you from sleeping.
They're watching us. Don't look into their eyes. They look right into your soul, Geron.
I'm not afraid of a bunch of crows.
Until you hear the wings of Golgaris swoosh by.
Who says that Boron's soul bird can't be put in a cage as well?
Vamos a preguntar por
Will you
el
please
oráculo.
stop brooding over that seer already? He was burnt at the stake, right?
13 years ago.
Because he foresaw King Gwendolen's death.
That's not the reason why. He abducted children. Nobody knows why. Be that as it may, he had sinister plans for Andergast. He ordered legions of crows to conquer the town, or to destroy it. At least that's what they say.
And that's why you're rummaging through the innards of this bird?
His crows brought dark dreams with them.
Enough of those horror stories. Will you help me with the oak leaf challenge?
Leave me alone with your tomfoolery. I've got more important things to do.
Those crows will still be here tomorrow. The challenge only lasts today.
Vale, no.
I have to run. My rivals aren't sleeping.
Vale, a ver. Vamos a ver.
Gwynling's arthritis is getting worse and worse. Even with his walking cane, he doesn't leave his room much. I'll borrow your walking cane for a bit.
Vale, tenemos un bastón por aquí. Vamos a ver qué es esto.
What's written here? The print is so small.
What are you doing there? Don't you have a task to attend to?
Sí.
Gwynling rummaged through the whole room yesterday to find this drawing, and as always, he said nothing about what it means.
Vale, a ver. Tenemos este. ¿Puedo reparar yo la... No. A ver, ahí.
Already broken.
Pero para eso tienes el poder, ¿no? No.
Olgierd will have to suffer for this.
Aren't you two friends?
We haven't been for the last 10 years.
Vale.
What's brewing this time?
A remedy for those damn crows. But without fairy magic, it won't be of any use.
How do you know?
How does the wolf know how to hunt? I told you to keep your hands off that. You'll probably just break it.
Bueno, vale. Ya me voy.
I need to get my third oak leaf back from Olgierd, and I'll have to go to the castle gate and ask the chamberlain for the last riddle of the challenge. Too big for my possessions, if you come to think of it.
A ver. Vamos a coger esa flauta. Vale, a ver qué más hay por ahí. Ahí están las hojas. Hojas de roble de cobre.
I've got 2 oak leaves. Olgierd has the third, and the fourth one is still hidden. Let's go then.
A ver.
Their picture is fading more and more. I hardly have any memories of them anymore.
Vale. Me dices. Es... A ver.
I'm going to operate a real catapult sometime. Peace with Nostria can only last for so long. It can't launch anymore. The string has rotted away.
Vale. ¿Esto qué es?
Yindrik's father forged that for me when Yindrik and I were still friends. Hanging loose again, but I'll have to deal with that later.
Vale, sigue siendo inestable.
Far too many things unfinished.
¿Puedo entrar aquí? ¿No hay nada? Vale, no hay nada. Aquí ya no hay nada. Vale. Lo único que podemos hacer es cerrarla. La bisagra, pero ya... A ver. ¿Qué es esto? Una especie de trampa. No sé lo que es. Es un huevo.
That's no help at all. What for?
Ya lo sé, pero si no quiero...
No time to experiment.
Bueno, vale. Pues nos vamos.
Damn it has to be somewhere.
But the guard says he doesn't have it.
Shut up. Geron's over there. He might eavesdrop.
Barriles.
I'm getting too old for these kinds of pranks. Firmly wedged in. I don't think so.
No lo creo. A ver. Son los cerdos. A ver.
It's an easy life if you don't mind living in the muck. No way. Those things bite. I'd better not get too close. I've had better ideas.
Ah, eso es una verdadera, vale. Pero yo quiero ver lo de los cerdos.
You stink. The most cunning swine of the realm. At least the shoemaker doesn't let them roam free anymore. Too bad I can't curse animals.
Vale. Podemos ir por aquí. Hoy todo lo que hay, macho. A ver.
Rumour has it that the adepts of the goddess of war don't think highly of the king's efforts towards peace. The Rondrians like the dark gift even less than the rest of the townspeople. Jindrik just can't be helped, but that's the only thing we have in common. G'day, blacksmith.
Sod off, bird catcher. I've got a lot on my schedule. Besides, even my best blades catch rust when you're around.
What do you think? Who's got the best chance at winning the joust?
I don't care either way. What I do care about is that the knights pay me handsomely for my services. This year the all-time champion can't compete anyway, so the tournament doesn't make any sense at all, really.
And who would that be, pray tell?
Why, the knight Bogumil Wraithling, of course.
Never heard of him.
Well, that's too bad.
Bueno, joder.
I wonder what the prize for the winner of the Oakleaf Challenge will be.
How should I know? I guess you'll be knighted.
You really think?
Well, in case you win, I sure hope not.
We'll see about that.
Un poco
So what's
arrogante,
on
¿no?
your schedule?
Don't play dumb, kid. I'm the blacksmith. There'll be jousts in town soon. Who do you think will tend to the dented suits of armor, polish the lances and sharpen the swords, huh?
Someone who's good at those kind of things?
Oh, shut your trap.
Keep on forging.
Oh, shut up.
Un poco arrogante, sí.
Don't think for a second that I'll give you some of my beer. Hey, hands off!
Ponte con cupones, a ver.
Hey, it's against the rules to take a peek.
Well, I don't know much about music. Greetings, minstrel. What might be thy name?
My name is Fredhelm. What do you want?
Fredhelm? As in Broderick Fredhelm?
No, I'm afraid not. Just Fredhelm. But you don't have to be so damn formal. All right then, what is it? Is there anything you wanted to complain about?
Where did you learn to play the fiddle?
Taught myself. When I was a little boy, I used to watch very closely what musicians did with their fingers.
And that is all?
No, I drew the strings and frets onto a board with coal and practiced all the chords every day. I simply imagined the music. At some point, I finally got hold of a real fiddle, literally speaking, and since then I've travelled the lands as a fiddler.
Bueno, muy bueno, ¿no? Didáctico.
What's the name of the song you just played?
The ditty from Torster Om. Is there something wrong with it?
By no means, I was just curious. I'll leave you to your fiddling.
Well,
The times are so bad that people have to make do with pieces of clothing for town fair decoration.
By now, you should have learned that you have no business here, bird catcher.
vale, no.
Hands off.
Bueno, hemos hasta aquí. Mucho tampoco puedo hacer. Bueno, esto es que hay que investigar todo.
You again?
What's the riddle for the last oak leaf?
It's as if the riddle for the fourth oak leaf was made especially for you. The sows at the north gate are peculiar beasts. On acorns they feast, yet show disdain for the leaves.
Sows at the north gate, acorns, no leaves. Sounds easy, but why should this riddle be made for me?
You'd better hurry, before one of your rivals takes the prize.
What's the prize for the victor again?
The victor will be honored by the king himself.
What exactly does that mean?
You have no business participating in the challenge if you can't appreciate that. Unworthy peasant.
I'll be back.
Why are you loitering here, birdcatcher? You have no business in the castle.
No necesitas darle a la A, ¿vale?
A single rope for all the barrels? A single rope for all the barrels?
Don't you think you've eaten enough mud for one day, birdcatcher? Or would you like Ulfried to provide you with seconds?
No, thank you.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Give back my oak leaf.
Or what?
Or I'll curse the meatloaf so that he'll lose all of his teeth.
What did I tell you, Olgierd?
Shut up, Ulfried. Get out of here, you little witch brat. We don't want to see you here in Andergast anymore. You and your curse will spell doom for us all.
You and your superstition.
It has been foretold.
Aren't you one of the Nostrians' fiercest enemies? So why do you participate in a challenge to honour their queen?
I'm not doing it for that Nostrian broad. I'm only doing this for me. There will never be peace with that vermin. An alliance between Andergast and Nostria? That would be as natural as... a flying frog?
Witty. My oak leaf doesn't even help you. You have to collect brass, Olgierd. Mine is copper.
Yes, and at least you will not be the winner, because that would be the end of beautiful Andergast. We'd be up to our necks in pig snot.
Nonsense! That would be the end of your superstitious blather.
Woohoo! So the witch's brat wants to prove himself. You are nothing but a bird catcher. Beat it.
Ya me voy.
Piss off!
Without Olgierd around, the farmhand is a rather friendly character. Well, not towards me, obviously.
A ver. Vamos a entrar aquí, a ver.
Well, the guard says he doesn't have it.
What was the text of the riddle again, Olgierd?
Damn, can't you remember anything? In front of the castle stands a guard with his trousers and shirt, and in one of those two there's a leaf. I give you my word.
There's a leaf.
Yes, but he swore by Prios that he doesn't have it. Let me think.
Vamos a ver.
I'm getting too old for these kinds of pranks.
Venga, no podemos con nada.
I'm getting too old for these kinds of pranks. Why on earth should I do that?
¿Es eso?
This breach was defended against an army of Nostrians by a handful of Andergastians during the War of Tears. There was never enough money to rebuild. It's not that fragile.
No.
The rope is much too thick. firmly wedged in. I'm getting too old for these kinds of pranks. Why should I?
I'm shaking. The bird catcher has armed himself. Let's leave, Ulfried. I'm shaking. The bird catcher has armed himself. Let's leave, Ulfried.
Bueno, chicos, de momento os he enseñado más o menos cómo va la cosa. No hemos descubierto nada, pero me da un paseo para que vierais que de eso se trata, ¿vale? De cómo funciona el juego. Bueno, esto ha sido todo por hoy. Espero que os haya gustado. Darle un like si ha sido así. Suscribiros si no lo habéis hecho. Y compartirlo, que esto siempre ayudará a crecer el canal. Chao, chao. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Chao, chao.